I want to welcome you guys to my very first piano tutorial. This is the very first of a series of videos that are going to come out. And in this video, we're basically just going to talk a little bit about the piano, how many keys are on the piano, what's called the musical alphabet, how to find middle C, basically an exercise to help you learn all of the keys, what C position is, the number of your fingers, an exercise in C position, and then we're going to close the video with a little piece called Brother John. Alright, so let's just dive on in. So this is the piano, and it might serve you to watch this video in full screen, because I'm not sure how well you're going to be able to see everything, but hopefully this will all work out. Okay, so this is the piano. And I'm assuming if you're watching this video, you're somewhat interested in learning the piano, okay? So the piano has white keys and it has black keys, as you can see here. Now, we're not going to do too much in the beginning with the black notes, but we are going to be doing a lot with the white keys here. Now, just kind of give you a full view of all of the notes here. So on the full-sized piano, there's 88 keys, okay? So that's a lot of keys, right? There's 88. So if you played all of them, you know, every single white and black note, all the way up from the bottom to the top, there'd be 88 keys, okay? So luckily for us, there's something called the musical alphabet. The musical alphabet, there's only seven letters you got to know. A, B, C, D, E, F, and G. After G, it just repeats. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, and so on, okay? So it's not so bad. So what we got to do is we got to be able to identify those notes, those keys on the keyboard. So the way to start that is you got to understand where middle C is, okay? Middle C, basically the trick is, what you got to do is on your piano or your keyboard, you got to look at the name. So in my case, it's right here. It's Concert CDP 1000. Fancy, right? So you look at the name, and what you do is you find the first group of double black notes that is closest to the name, okay? And middle C is always going to be to the very left. You see this is the group here, to the very left of that group. Because if you notice that there's a pattern to these black keys here. There's 3, 2, 3, 2, 3, 2, etc. So you always just look for the group of 2 closest to the name, and it's on the left of that, okay? So that's middle C. Now, there's multiple C's on this piano. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 different C's that you can play on a piano, okay? So the first thing that I want you to do is I want you to go onto the keyboard. Hopefully you're watching this while sitting at a piano or keyboard. And let me just take this guy off the stand. Alright, try not to give you guys a headache. Alright, so what I want you guys to do is, again, this is middle C here, okay, because it's the very first white note on the left of the 2 black keys. What I want you to do is I want you to find all of the C's on the keyboard, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to identify all the groups of 2 and play the C on the left of it. Here's another group of 2. Here's middle C. Here's this C, this C, this C, and now there's 1 C left. The very last note on the piano is also a C, okay? So, if this is C, okay, what comes after C in the alphabet? This is a D, this is an E, this is an F, and this is a G. So again, after G, it just repeats back to A, B, C, okay? So, middle C. So you also got to know how to basically say the alphabet backwards. So you have C, B, A. After A, or I should say before A really, is going to be G, and then F, E, D, C. Okay? So, what I like to do with my students is the very first lesson is basically mastery of the keyboard. So what I want you to do is I'm going to call out a letter, for instance, F. And I want you to be able to find all the F's on the keyboard, okay? Now, it's okay if you don't know what F is, right away. Eventually you will. The more that you practice, the more that you get accustomed to playing the piano, the keys will be it'll be, second nature to you. Okay, and if you can't find F, this is F. Now, how would you find that? You know that this is C. So you just count up to a C, D, E, F. So this is an F. And you notice F is the very first white key on the left of the group of three. So you find a group of three. It's the left one here. Boom. Okay, so what you do is you go down here, you find a group of three. That's an F. That's an F. That's an F. Okay? And now I want you to do that. You got to do this, so I'm going to call out a letter. I want you guys to find all of the D's for me. Okay, can you do that? So hopefully you should be playing the D's, at least identifying them at the very least on the screen here. But it would help a lot if you're sitting at a keyboard or a piano and you actually did them for me, okay? So now, find all of the A's, okay? A's. The very bottom note here, the very lowest note on the piano is also an A. So that's an A. 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 And this guy right here, okay? So those were all A's. So your homework assignment for mastering the keys here is I want you to hit all of the B's you can find on the keyboard. All of the B's. I want you to find all of the E's, every single one of them. And I want you to find all of the G's. Okay, so that's your homework assignment. So you can just pause this video right now and do that if you like, or you can wait till the end. But like I said, it's very important that you master what the keys are called. That's your very first step to mastery of the piano. Eventually, I could just say hit an A and you boom, you don't even have to think about it. B, G, F, A, E, F, D, E, C. Okay? And that's how you got to be. And you will get that. All right. So, the next thing that we got to look at is what's called C position. So let me put my camera back up on the stand. Make sure that you guys can all see this. Let's see. Okay, we're good. So, C position on the piano. So we're going to do a lot of stuff in C position at first because I think it's a very good way to get accustomed to playing the piano. So you're not, you don't got to be jumping around all over the place. Eventually you will, but C position is a very good starting point. Okay, so C position, what you got to do is for your right hand, your thumb is going to go on middle C, okay, middle C like that. This finger is on D, middle finger, E, ring finger, F, and your pinky is on G. Okay, so this is C position for your right hand. Okay. For your left hand, same exact thing, but instead of middle C, you have your pinky on the C down here. Okay? So you just basically put a finger on every single note. That is C position. Now, when you're playing the piano, you want to basically have an imaginary bubble in your hand that you do not want to pop, okay? You don't want to pop that. So you want to have, a nice little arc in your hand like this. And when you hit the keys, like for your thumb, you're going to be hitting it with the side of your thumb here, okay? And then when you hit with all the other fingers, you really want to focus on playing with the tip. You want to play with the ball of your finger here, okay? So just like this. Same thing with your right hand. Okay, so make sure you're playing like there's a, you know, an invisible bubble. You don't want to pop in that guy. Okay, now once again, I'm going to bring this guy out of my stand, and I'm going to try to give you guys a better view here. I apologize, my hand's in the way. But so it's a little difficult. Let's see how we do this. All right. So see, this is a side view. So this is how your hand should look on the piano. You kind of see how I'm talking about. There's like an imaginary bubble there, right? Like your hand's not down here. Your hand's not like way up here. It's comfortable, just like this. And you really want to focus on playing with your fingertip, okay? And the reason that is because if your fingers like doing all kinds of crazy stuff, which might happen at first, you got to really develop those little minuscule muscles in your fingertips here. The reason it's so important is because in the long run, when you start to play faster, you know, if your fingers are doing all kinds of crazy stuff, you're not going to be able to play smoothly, you're not going to be able to play cleanly, and it's going to make the piano much more difficult, you know, to master, okay? So really focus on playing with your fingertips. And the same exact thing goes for your right hand, okay? So now I'm going to give you guys a little exercise, your very first exercise, okay? Now, me personally, I'm a big believer in exercise. I think exercises really can develop your ability to play the piano. I'm a pianist too. I believe exercise is very important. Exercises, you know, piano exercises, and as well as being able to play pieces. So I'm not strictly exercises, and I'm not strictly, you know, playing songs and pieces. I'm kind of a mix of both, which I think, you know, kind of gets the best of both worlds, okay? Because to some, exercises can seem, you know, boring, but I think they're necessary to, you know, to really master the piano. But it really depends on your ultimate goal for the piano. I mean, do you want to become, you know, a concert pianist, or you just want to, you know, be a hobbyist and kind of sing with the piano and maybe play some chords or something, okay? So it really depends on your goal. But your very first exercise in C position. So when you're playing in C position, you want both of your hands to be, you know, in their positions. You don't want, even if you're just playing with your right hand, you don't want just your right hand up there. And even if you're playing with just your left hand, you don't want just your left hand up there. You want both hands on the keyboard at all times, okay? So your very first exercise is C, D, E, then you go back down to D, and then C. And you just repeat that 4 times. And now, very important is you really want to make that very, very like robotic, meaning, you know, very meticulous. You know, the beats are all even. Bum, 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 bum. You don't want like bum, 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 bum. You want like very, very monotonous, okay? So, once you do that 4 times. You hold that very last note a little bit longer for 4 counts, and then you go into your left hand, okay, and you start with your thumb here. G, F, E, F, G, F, E, F. And you do that 4 times, okay? And you hold this 1, 2, 3, 4, okay? That's your very first exercise. So, and your goal, you want to play it very evenly, okay? And as you progress at this exercise, you know, you want to play this exercise every day for at least a good week, okay? And when you start to get faster, okay? But always start off very slow. Practice it slowly and speed up. If you can't play it slow, you should not be playing it fast, okay? So that's your very first exercise. So after that one, your second one, you're going to be using your 3 middle fingers. You look like a Ninja Turtle or something. So D, E, F, D, E, apologize, D, E, F, E, D, E, F, E, D. You hold that one. Okay, again, you play that 4 times. Then you go into your left hand. and you use those ones. So F, E, D, E, F, E, D, E, F, E, D, E, F, E, D, E, 1, 2, 3, 4. So again, you want to practice it like this. Okay, and that is your second exercise. Your third exercise, you're going to be utilizing these last 3 fingers, okay? And the good thing about these exercises is they're going to begin to get your fingers moving, and they're going to begin to, to adjust to being individual fingers, because you have to think of every single finger kind of has its own mind, okay? It's not, your whole hand, it's not just one entity. It's like you have 5 brains, and each brain is in one of your fingers. So you got to develop independency in each finger and in each hand. So your next exercise, okay, again, you got to prepare, put your hands, okay. So you start on E, E, F, G, F, E, F, G, F, E, F, G, and you do that 4 times, and then on your left hand, E, D, C, D, E, D, C, D, E. Now, how I'm kind of saying the notes out loud to teach you guys, but it may actually benefit you to do the same exact thing at your house, or in your room or wherever you're practicing. Say the notes out loud. What is that going to do? It's going to help you internalize the notes on the keyboard, okay? And like I said, that's very important. So, how this exercise sounds in full. Okay, and that is that exercise. Now there's one more exercise I want to show you guys. And remember, this video, I know, you might be excited about moving on, but you're really going to want to take time, watch this video a few times if you have to, and then really master what's in this video, master these exercises like a homework assignment, and, play over the next week or so. Then after a week, go to the next one, and with that being said, you're really going to progress. You know what they say, the turtle, the turtle always wins the race, right? You don't want to just jump in and just, try to get too much knowledge at once with too many exercises. Just really ease yourself in, okay? So the last one. The last exercise is basically kind of a combination of all those 3. So it's kind of nice. So with the right hand starts, it goes C, D, E, then D, E, F, E, F, G, F, E, D, C. And then in the left hand it goes G, F, E, F, E, D, E, D, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so how that exercise sounds, it goes. Perfect. So now you know 4 exercises, and they're very good. Each exercise has its own unique, thing that's going to benefit how you play the piano. So after you master all 4 of them, what I want you to do is I want you to put all 4 of them together like one long exercise. And let me play that for you. Now I'm going to play it a little bit faster at first just because it's kind of long, so I don't want to make you listen to the whole thing. That being said, just because if I'm playing it fast does not mean you have to play it that fast, Make sure you play it slow, evenly, and you're very robotic at first. and then speed it up, okay? So this is how it should sound. And that's all 4 exercises put together, okay? So really, really internalize those exercises. And as I said, as you get better, you know, and you can start speeding up. Etc. Okay? But make sure they're very, very even before you even think about speeding them up, okay? And you'll progress faster than you think. Okay, so the very last thing I want to close this video with is a little song called Brother John, okay? Or Frère Jacques. I'm just kidding. I don't know French. I think it's kind of what it says, but like I said, I don't know French, so I'm probably wrong. So all you guys who actually speak French, you can make fun of me in the comments. Okay, so it's in C position. Okay, again, make sure both hands are in C position. And now this is how it's going to be. It goes, so you start with your right hand. It goes C, D, E, C, C, D, E, C, E, F, G. Hold that for 2. E, F, hold it for 2, 1, 2. Then you go to your left hand, okay? G, F, E, C, G, F, E, C, and C in your right hand. G, 1, 2, C, G, C. Okay? So let's do that one more time for you guys. Okay? So it goes C, D, E, C, C, D, E, C, E, F, G. Hold out for 2 counts. E, F, G. And then you go to your left hand. G, F, E, C, G, F, E, C, C, G, C. Hold it for 2 counts. C, G, C. Okay? And that's Brother John. Now, let me play it for you one time without me, you know, vocalizing how it sounds. So this is how it should sound after you've practiced it. Okay, I hope you enjoyed that video. If you did, you know, please share it with your music friends. And in the comments below, let me know how I can improve these videos, because I am gonna do my best to create an entire series for you guys, absolutely free, so you guys can watch these and really develop your skills and learn more you know, learn more about the piano. I believe it's a gorgeous instrument. You can do anything with music. You can inspire people. You can make people cry. You can make people laugh. Music is in our everyday lives, and it's a very important thing. And I believe classical music, or any music really, is very, very important for our minds, our soul, and our health. So yeah. So if you have any comments, suggestions, anything that I could do better, or anything that maybe you want to you want me to make a video specifically on a certain topic that I haven't yet, just let me know, and I'll definitely do that. So I'll see you guys in piano tutorial number 2.